Okay, so we're going to start, it's called Keep in Touch. You keep in touch, writing or you chat, somehow you keep in touch. So what we have to do here is organize information. It's going to show us how to organize information in informal emails and letters. The first thing I'm going to ask you is, how often do you write emails? How often? Do you write emails sometimes or usually? Laura, how often do you write emails?
¿Cómo, profesora? No le entendí.
How often do you write emails? How often? It's the first question you have there. Emails, how often do you write? You write every day, you write it's sometimes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes you write emails, okay. Who do you write emails to? Who? Who do you write emails to? To who? Do you write to family or do you write to your friends?
My teachers.
Your teachers. Okay, very well. Very well. And why do you write emails to your teachers? Why?
Se dice tareas.
Homework.
Homework.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because of your homework. You send your homework with.
Yes.
Okay, that's the main reason why you write emails. Any other person write emails, or do you write emails usually or more regularly? Any of you? Okay, so you have different reasons. There's people that write emails because of their jobs or because they need to find information from the bank, or they have to write emails to a friend. Lots of reasons, okay? So in the next section, in part 2, you read the email and you have to find the information. You have to find 4 pieces of news. You have to identify 2 questions that ask if Harry can do something. And the third thing is 2 questions about Harry's life. So we're going to read the email and see if we can find this information. Anyone would like to read? Who would like to read? Okay, I'll read for you. Hi, Harry. How's it going? It was great to see you last weekend. We haven't been in touch much since you moved away. So it was good to catch up. By the way, I've uploaded some photos to my page so you can see the ones we took. That's the first part. Second paragraph. The main reason I'm writing now is to ask a favor. Do you remember I told you about a game I've been developing? A game she's developing. Well, Well, I finally finished it, but it needs to be tested. He's developing a game. Could you try it out for me? If so, I'll tell you how to download it. Apart from that, I wanted, the third paragraph, apart from that, I want to ask about your basketball team. You said you've been practicing a lot lately. Have you been winning a lot of games? For the fourth part. One last thing. I'll be in Columbus on Saturday the 28th. Would you be able to meet up that day? And closing says, anyway, I have to go. I have a long day tomorrow. Take care, Kevin. So in this email, we have information. He's asking for information. He's giving information. And there's some questions. So that's what we have to identify in the email. Okay, so in the reading, we have 4 pieces of news. The 4 pieces of news was, I've uploaded, when he says he has uploaded the photos, in the first paragraph it says, by the way, I've uploaded some photos to my page. That is one of the first news. The second news would be in the second paragraph. Well, I finally finished it, but it needs to be tested. I finally finished it, but it needs to be tested. That would be the second news. The third news would be when that's in number 4. One last thing, I'll be in Columbus on Saturday the 28th. That's another news. I'll be in Columbus on Saturday 28th. And the last one is I have a long day tomorrow. Okay, so this is the 4 news. Then 2 questions that ask if Harry can do something. The first one was in the second paragraph where he says, could you try it out for me? Could you try it out for me? And the second question would be, would you be able to meet up that day? That's in the 4th paragraph or the 4th line. Would you be able to meet up that day? Because he wants to set a meeting with Harry. Kevin wants to see him. And then we have 2 questions about Harry's life. The first question is, where was it? How's it going? So number 1, how's it going? How are you? How's it going? And the last one would be, where was it? In the third part, in the paragraph 3, he says, you said you've been practicing a lot lately. Have you been winning a lot of games? The last part of that paragraph. Have you been winning a lot of games? So that would be the answers to part 2 about the email and find information. So what you have to do now is the match, as we said in part 3, where it's important news, in which paragraphs. And then you would have to underline the expressions in the email. That would be part 4A, the expressions that are in the how-to box. And part 5, you just have to put the words in order to make sentences, then match them to the functions in the how-to box. Okay, so you would have to complete that activity.